is a mix done by our friends at Grabian about the way the media is talking about the president's supporters now.
If you voted for Trump, you voted for the person who the Klan supported. You voted for the person who Nazis support.
You talked about al-Qaeda. What has he done in terms of incitement, right, that Osama bin Laden didn't do?
No external terrorists ever did this to us. We've never worried like this, even after 9/11.
Each of these people should be shamed, and they're going to go back, to the Olive Garden and to the Holiday Inn that they're staying at.
I wonder if you have thought through kind of how Republicans begin what someone on my team earlier today called de-Bathification.
Look, I think the challenge is that the rot is from the grassroots all the way to the presidency. So the rot is at every layer.
There are millions of Americans, almost all white, almost all Republicans, who somehow need to be deprogrammed.
They can't even open their mouths about unity. Shut up about unity.
The way that we in the media speak about this is so important.
Twitter and Facebook aren't banning you because you're a conservative. They're banning you because you suck. They're banning you because you say evil shit.
I covered wars abroad. I've seen ugly things that this country now resembles, but I've never seen this country more in doubt about safety at home than right now. And the enemy is us.
That is what the media commentary has been on, by the way, CNN, MSNBC. This is what the commentary has been. This is what they've said publicly. This is what they said on television. This is what they said about the president's supporters. When you insult the 75 million people who voted for Donald Trump, you're insulting a lot of Americans who were either voting against the policies that are coming in with Joe Biden, or they were voting for the policies of Donald Trump, or they were voting for the person of Donald Trump, the character of Donald Trump, or the lack thereof. You can't paint them all with the same brush. There were people on the left who went into the Capitol on January 6th. There were members of Antifa who were there. They were not the majority, though. The majority were people who were from the right and alt-right, who were the president's supporters or just generalized disruptors. You cannot paint all 75 million Trump supporters with a broad enough brush to tie them to those people. Some of them were there, but there were not 75 million people in Washington. There were some people there. And, there's this idea now, you heard it in that first montage, that you got to deprogram Trump voters. Well, why do you have to deprogram Trump voters? Maybe you should try to understand them. And I'm not going to hold my breath on Joe Biden having a Sister Soldier moment with his own side and telling them, you know what, instead of holding 75 million people in contempt, why don't you try to understand them?